Marsabit is the second largest county in Kenya, where culture converge, traditions thrive, and where resilience defines the people. A land of harmony, shaped by the strength of its people. But beneath this beauty lies a harsh reality.
Marsabit court faces a lot of challenges. One is because the area is very vast. The people that we serve come all the way from northern Eleret, which is around 573 kilometers away from Marsabit, and Loyangalani, which is about 250 kilometers away, and northern. These people, even getting to the police station to report their cases is a challenge because they are deep interiors in the grazing land.
So for them, they have to be served by mobile courts, and those mobile courts, of course, they're not as regular as they will be. Maybe they're once a month. So they actually have a challenge in accessing justice, because now imagine somebody from that area needs to attend court in Marsabit. The distances involved. So many cases do not actually go to court just because of the distances that are involved in traveling to court. And then maybe the issue of legal representation is also not so much here. I think there are very few advocates who serve the people of Marsabit. With the vastness of the county, I can count less than 5 advocates, and only one is resident here. So legal aid and legal representation for them is something that is a big challenge in Marsabit.
Women and children suffer. Those people don't have food, don't have water. So when a child just has grown up a little bit, those communities, they offer those children for marriage. And that is a violation of their rights.
I've seen first-hand how harmful cultural practices, poverty, and lack of information prevent people, especially women and young people, from accessing justice. Survivors of SGBV often have no safe avenues, inmates are forgotten, and families cannot afford lawyers. That reality inspired me to start IDM to bridge the gap, so that justice is not a privilege for a few, but a right for everyone.
Join us for the Inua Dada Mashinani documentary. We meet Jamal Kane Bonaya, who is a beneficiary of our mediation center.
My name is Jamal Kane Bonaya. I'm from Marsabit County, Jirime location. I work with a community-based organization in Sako sub-county. Personally, I've had issue with my family, that's my wife. We were separated, and it was quite a challenge having a son and being separated from my son, who is also very young, is around 2 years old. It wasn't easy for me to stay without my son and my family at the same time. I didn't know what to do. I had to rush to the Kadis court. That's where we started solving our issues, and they sent us through the mediation process. That is under the IDM, and I'm so happy that they have solved our issue. After the Kadi sent me through the mediation process, it was a dialogue process whereby there was a mediator, and my wife was also called, and we had to have a dialogue between the three of us, and the mediator was very soft with both of us, that is trying to understand the problem, the key area whereby we have to look at where the problem is. And after the mediation process, our life really changed, because I had to reconcile with my family. I had to play. I had to get to play with my son, talk to him like most of the time. That's what I really wanted. And it was as if we never had a quarrel with my wife after I went through the mediation process. And so far so good. We are very happy with my family currently. I knew Inua Dada Mashinani before, but I didn't know that there was that service of mediation whereby they solve cases like this. I don't think I would have access to justice because I didn't know even where I could go whereby I could solve this case. But after knowing the IDM Inua Dada Mashinani, our life really changed.
We also meet Amina Tache, a victim of marital conflicts who benefited from our free mediation service. Just like any other day, she continues with her daily chores, a freedom she didn't enjoy before. Her face full of joy, but with a story behind it.
Maqaan kiyya Amina Tache, fulaan lafti an jiru nyaarutti, fulaan an ta'u nyaarutti. Wanni an hojjedhullee waya dhiqa. Hojiin an hojjedhu waya dhiqa. An durii gan kudhan ka dabre na fuudhanii ammi ijoollee 5 qaba. Abbaa dhiirskiyyaallee kabisaa min keessa wal dhabnee wal dhibnee minallee waliin jaarrannee min afaa 3 kan cuf lakkisee keessa na baasee alaggalee ijoolleen taalleen iskuul sekondarii cuf naa geettee seensisee adoo waya biyyaa deemee dhiquu adum taa'ee itti qadaabuu dadhabee fi taallee baafachuu dadhabee bada ammaanta jedhee warri isaanillee na qarqaara jedhee warri isaanillee ilmi abbaa qabdiin qarqaarredhanii gaargalennaan ammaantana ofis kan dhaga'ennaan itti dhufi. Itti dhufee ennaan ammaantana dhibimaanii qabda ennaan dhiba akkana qaba. An silaa amma ijoollee sekondarii qaba, ijoollee koolejii qaba. Tabartiin tiyyaan akkasii cufna dhaqqabuu dadhabdee mikii kakiraa keessa na baasanii jira afaa 3. Am silaallee na tokkollee taate misu keessa fedhaa ijoollee na qarqaartu jedhee ennaan ammaanta qaxaasii qoranii isallee walti nu gayyaamanii akkum dassa dubbate innillee indinne jalaalle qabee besiyaamin tokko kennee fedhee sayni cuf kaa'ee akkanaan kaanee achii galle. Ammi mini suni beese fudhadhee ijoollee tiyya akka dassa sekondarii fiinaa baasu jira. Mini naa kennanillee kana warki ka duri wal dhabneenillee ka ammaan tana eegimiin kan naa kennanillee alleen bolot kan hin dhufa akkum dassa wal dhageenna fiisullee beese sullee fudhadhee akkum dassa baafachuu jira. Akki barbaadachiitillee beese anin beese sullee hin qabu tanaaf ofisun dhageennaani na qarqaaranii. Yoo silaa ofisun hin ta'inaan sila qarqaarsunuyyuu hin argadhuyyuu.
Opposite the Marsabit KCB Bank, we visit the Inua Dada Mashinani Mediation and Legal Aid Office Center. Here, we meet Mr. Sisaye Mogala, who appears to have a client he is helping to fill the mediation form.
Do free mediation here, legal aid and mediation cases here, and matters that we usually deal at this center is purely civil and some minor criminal matters. There are, as people know, there are matters which are suitable for mediation, which is land and environment, succession, children matters, matrimonial property disputes, civil suits, and the rest. We also know that mediation is one of the areas which are suitable for settling disputes. It's because it's cheap, and it's also faster. It saves time. It restores parties' relationship, and because of all those advantages, people are embracing, and we are seeing the numbers rising. We are doing it here, court annexed mediation, and also because I'm certified professional mediator, we also take cases from Marsabit law courts, and also we serve through mediation at Marsabit GK prison inmates, where they get privilege to solve their disputes with complainants or plaintiffs outside. When taking the cases or registering the cases at our center, the complainants usually come at our office. We register their cases, get the details of the respondents, make calls, and then we, in agreement, all parties set a date for the sessions to start. And once we agree on the date, we call both parties together and hold the mediation sessions according to the issues that was raised. And after the first session is when we create the agenda for or issues to be solved, and that the agendas raised is what determines how many sessions of mediation we have. And if the issues are small or not complicated, many parties usually come to agreement. They sign the documents and get the copies and go home happy or agreed together. That is registering the cases at the center. From the court, we usually get court annexed mediation. After the court screens the cases, they usually refer through email to our office, and then we are given 7 days to contact the parties and hold the sessions. But for the inmates, we usually visit them every week, Thursdays and Fridays, to have a session for them for 1 hour Thursdays and Fridays. We are happy that many people have been coming here, settling their disputes freely, and walking away reunited, happy. And we have a lot of success stories. Many are able to say, and we are happy that through mediation and legal aid, free mediation and legal aid, Inua Dada Mashinani is changing and touching lives around Marsabit, or for the poor and marginalized people in Marsabit.
Inside the ACK Church compound, we meet this office. Though small, it has a lot of success stories to tell.
Currently, we are implementing a project called Haki Janguani. A brief overview of this project is that we give free legal advice to those who are vulnerable, issues of defilement, rape, sexual violence, and other related issues. We are implementing this program in 2 constituencies. Lysamis and Saku in Marsabit. One of the key achievements we can highlight is a lady, a very old lady, who a lawyer because his legal mischievous and misadvised her, and she sold her land at 2 million. All that money the lawyer went with because of her old, and she's sick. Through that, through our partners, we were able to file a legal case at High Court, which awarded her 1.7 million at court interest from 2021.
Mary Hirbo recalls this injustice with lots of pain.
My name is Mary Hirbo. I come from Marsabit County. My home is in Akabaricha location, and I hail from Kiwanjandege village. I'm a retired school teacher. I'm a widow. My husband died about 20 years ago. I'm a mother of 3 girls, and some of my children are disability, and there are so many challenges I face in life. Being alone without a husband is also another challenge. At this age, I'm facing sicknesses, I'm facing economic crisis. You see, age is also another factor. Well, in the course of life, sometimes you face financial, handicaps. So at one time, I decided to dispose a piece of my land to some willing buyer. I thought he was a sincere buyer, and we went into some agreement with him, but at a cost. So I realized that in the course of that exchange of agreement, he decided to increase the acreage of the land that I was supposed to sell to him. And there, when I tried to ask him why he did so, he had gone ahead and even gotten a title deed for himself in Isiolo without me knowing. It was a long story because he somehow mistreated me a lot in the course of that purchase. And it is there where I thought I should now look for legal redress, whereby I went to look for a lawyer. And because I realized he has already gotten a title deed without my consent and agreement on the acreage of size of the land that I had sold to him. So when I consulted a certain lawyer, he said yes, because I wanted to revoke the agreement that I had signed. He said yes, there's a clause in the law that can allow you to revoke the agreement. So we went into the deal. I gave him some basic legal fees he requested, and the case went to the court. In the course of time, this lawyer of mine told me, because I can foresee that we can win this case, because it was the worth of the money was about 2 million, you just look for 2 million, you deposit it into my client account, and then we will deposit with the court, and eventually we return the money to the buyer, and you get back your land. So because he was my lawyer and I had all the trust, I accepted. I looked for a buyer and decided to dispose another piece of land of similar acreage. Then I went and deposited the money into the lawyer's account, which he called was a client account with a certain bank, Numeru. And that was all. I thought he was going to do all the legal, he will do all the legal matters. Kumbe, in the course of time after we were had in court in the period I sold the land was in around 2019 November. So in the course of 2020 is when I deposited the money in June 2020. And from then he kept my money. In the course of the judgment, I lost the case. Now I wrote to him, I told him I want my 2 million back, because I've lost the case and I've no further resources to go and appeal. I need that money for my own development. But he failed to do that, to give me back the money. He kept on paying me in piecemeals. And until now, just the other day, this year in 2025, in fact, I'd lost hope. I was so desperate. I didn't know where to go. I went to the police. The police said, your matter is civil. I went to the Attorney General's chamber. They told me, now go to the Law Society, get a lawyer to represent you. I had no cash, I had no money. This guy is like, he made me lose direction completely in life. I didn't look like a retired teacher. I looked like a pauper in this town. I didn't have anything, sometimes even had no food. I wanted to go to hospital. I could not have drugs, So one day I was just walking by. I came around here to the office of the next office around here. I read some notice up here. I saw that it's legal mediation and what. So when I came in, I told the officer this one who went out. I told him, hey, I was passing by to visit your neighbor, but I've seen something here, so I'll come back. Please wait for me. When I finish with those before they might close the office, I want to talk to you. So I came, I explained to him I have such a problem. Can it be solved here? And he said, yes, you come tomorrow because the lawyer will be here. So I came very early in the morning. I met the young man here, the lawyer, and I explained to him my case. So he told me, bring your documents, the ones you have, if you have proof that you have paid this man the money, and we shall see whether there is a tangible case. Okay, so I came with all the documents, and in the end, the lawyer told me, yes, there is a case, so we can file the case. Then I told him I have no money to pay. You have nothing. To my delight, the lawyer said they are going to foot every bill pertaining to the filing of the case, and I should just wait to hear from them. So they filed the case. It is now almost 3 months and the case is already over. So I'm still now waiting for we were had last month towards the end, and the case was in our favor. The judgment was in our favor. So now, according to the lawyers, my lawyers, we are just waiting for the outcome of the decree that they will implement everything, and I will get back my justice, because I was in absolutely, so like I was a dead person. I had nothing. Nobody was caring for me. I was just walking up and down, wondering where to go. But I just said, it is God given this thing here, this IDM, yeah. After the judgment, the entire family has been very happy and delighted. You see, my girls are very simple-hearted people. They told me, Mom, in the past, they said, Mom, people are grabbing our things because our dad is not there. That's a very sad comment, you know. And when I told them, now we have got somebody who has taken our case up, and they have gone to court, and the judgment is also in our favor. This fellow has been told to pay our money at some interest rate, and hopefully we shall get our little money and do something with it. They have all been very happy.
the challenges we have so far able to see is the issue of defilement or child right not being reported by members of public. We find it very challenging that people no longer report sexual violence. And to overcome these challenges, we have done a lot of capacity building training for women and elders within those localities. Basically, the other issues that we normally come across is where now these people whose rights are violated, whether it's a young child who is defiled or women who are raped, get a miscarriage of justice even from the police officers when it comes to reporting and taking a statement. Even at the hospital level, we find it their report, P3 being, filled wrongly. And we're able to follow it up with the police and give them and able to even correct those mistake, re-examination being done again for the victim. Other challenges we find it very concerning is the issue of people, the statement of a victim not matching with the police reports. And we're able to go back again and educate the victim on their rights and how they can able to correct those statements. Again, through teaching them their constitutional rights and the values. And they have right to redo their statement again. And there are also issues, underlying issues, whenever this violence happens. Women who are unable to get their land rights because of domestic violence, their chased, the matrimonial issues, the land right issues, child support issues also come hand in hand with these challenges. Through the challenges we have seen, we have done legal clinic at core, at Marsabit GK prison, capacity building at Lysamis, at Nagaya location, at Gadamoji village. All these to try to educate the community on their rights. This capacity building helps us to educate the members of public on how they can able to report to us miscarriage of justice. And now we can also take a step to reach out to the police, to judiciary, to ODPP, so that the mistake or whenever they feel injustice has been committed, they can easily reach out to us. This has made it possible through chiefs, local leaders, youth group, women groups who report to us whenever they come across such injustice.
I lead the organization programs and strategy, making sure our mission of access to justice, gender equality, sexual reproductive health and rights, women empowerment, peace building, and climate justice in Marsabit is achieved. As an executive director, I have privilege of working closely with communities, justice actors and partners to ensure justice reaches those who have long been excluded. Our consolidated achievement for Haki Janguani project year 2023 to year 2025, our first objective is about addressing sexual and gender-based violence and expanding access to legal aid services over the 2-year period. Our project made significant strides in enhancing access to justice and addressing SGBV cases in Marsabit County. We focus on Leisami sub-county and Saku sub-county. So our key achievements include stakeholder engagement, strengthening coordination among justice, government and civil society sectors through the County Gender Technical Working Group, conducted quarterly meetings, engaging 60 stakeholders, 24 men and 36 women, 28 youth and 2 persons with disability to promote accountability and collaborative actions. So our other activity was legal aid clinics across those 2 sub-counties. We conducted 8 legal aid clinics across various locations, reaching a total of 1,000 individuals, 561 men, 439 women, including 265 youth and 1 PWD. So in these legal aid clinics, we provided consultation, legal representation and referrals, and addressing SGBV cases, land dispute, matrimonial matters and other issues. In collaborative with Judiciary, ODPP and Prison Department to achieve a remarkable result in both years, 62 prisoners acquitted, 82 sentence reduction, 63 sentence revision, 42 cases resolved through the mediation, and 5 appeals disallowed, benefiting 200 inmates in Marsabit GK prison. So our overall impact under this objective, we restore dignity and expand access to justice for vulnerable population across Marsabit County, and this demonstrated the transformative role of our intervention in reducing incarceration and promoting human rights. By combining these efforts, we have made a lasting impact on the lives of individuals in Marsabit County, particularly those affected by the SGBV and in need of legal aid. Our objective number 2 was about increasing legal awareness and literacy. So our project has made significant strides in raising legal awareness and promoting legal literacy in Marsabit County. Our key achievements include community engagement. We have conducted 12 community dialogue sessions and capacity building workshops across various locations, reaching a total of 256 participants to workshops and 96 to dialogues. So covered critical topics such as SGBV reporting, gender and law, community land rights, child protection, ADR and advocacy against harmful cultural practices. Our inclusive reach, we engage diverse participants including 178 men, 174 women, inclusive of 67 young people and 5 persons with disabilities. This fostered a deeper understanding for legal rights and promoted inclusivity in access to justice. We also did mass media coverage. We did 4 radio talk show, leveraging radio talk show to extend the reach, broadcasting via Radio Jangwani and IPSE to estimated 6,000 listeners, and addresses 3 critical issues including SGBV forms, reporting channel, cultural barriers and alternative justice system. Impacts under this objective, we strengthened the legal knowledge and promoted behavior change among the community members. We also encourage increased SGBV reporting and utilization of legal services. We also contributed to more informed and empowered community, better equipped to exercise their rights and access to justice. By combining this effort, we have made a lasting impact on legal awareness and literacy in Marsabit County, empowering communities to understand and exercise their rights. Our other objective is to strengthen the justice system institution and promoting alternative dispute resolution mechanism. So our project has made significant progress in strengthening the justice system and promoting ADR mechanism in Marsabit County. Our key achievements include strengthening justice institution. We have trained 20 officers at gender desk, both in Leisamis and Saku, on gender sensitivity and SGBV case management. We have also introduced digital system at Leisamis police station, improving record keeping and timely handling of SGBV cases. We have also organized stakeholder meetings, including a project upload meeting with 34 key stakeholders and 2 court users committee meeting 60 stakeholders to harmonize efforts and promote gender sensitive justice delivery. And we have also upgraded the prison documentation office to fully digital workflow, enabling online court sessions, efficient tracking of inmates' files, and improved transparency and accountability. So, under promoting ADR mechanism, we have established the Marsabit Mediation and Legal Aid Center in Saku, where we provide cultural sensitive, low cost and access ADR services. We serve a total of 798 individuals that include 338 men, 460 women, including 2 or 5 youths, and 2 persons with disabilities across both years. So facilitated a total of 269 mediation cases, with 133 resolved through mediation and 76 reaching full agreements. We have also addressed various disputes, including matrimonial, property, and community disputes, reducing reliance on formal court processes and promoting restorative justice within the community. Impact under this objective, we have improved collaboration, capacity, and efficiency within the justice institution, and also increase community trust in ADR as a viable justice pathway, helping to decongest courts, resolve dispute efficiency, and strengthen social cohesion. We have also contributed to a more accessible, inclusive, and effective justice system in Marsabit County by promoting restorative justice and social harmony. So by combining these efforts, we have made a lasting impact on the justice system in Marsabit County, promoting a more efficient, inclusive, and effective approach to the justice delivery.
Inua Dada Mashinani, under the Haki Janguani project, has helped us as a court through radio talk shows. We have held a radio talk show whereby we have sensitized the members of the public of their rights, of their rights to access to justice. These people, they suffer in silence. They suffer in silence. They don't know how to start. Like, it's a child that has been defiled. Many parents even don't know that they should report to the police, that those cases should not be solved by the elders sitting in a tree. Those, we have encouraged them to come out and voice and raise up their voice, and the Inua Dada, being the voice of the poor from the community, they have ensured that these messages reach the far-flung areas for the people who live in places like Dukana, Ileret, Ilaut, Laisamis, Kol, Karigi, Kalacha, Trubi, all those far-flung areas. That place even doesn't have network. But when we hold the radio talk shows, when we do CUCs, these messages reach the common people, the far-flung, they reach the far-ed person. Because when we call for stakeholders meeting like CUC, we engage all the community elders. We call them, we have held conference, they have been trained with the support of Inua Dada Mashinani. They have helped us to hold even a CUC, whereby we have sensitized the community on the right of women even to inherit land, the right of girls to attend schools, to stop female genital mutilation, and to help those children go to school. Inua Dada Mashinani has supported us. We visited the prisons in 2023 and 2024 supported by Inua Dada Mashinani, whereby we offered legal clinic to the prisoners, to the remadees, and this is a specific. We helped them how to do self-representation in court, how to right to file appeals when they are convicted, right to bond and statements when they have been charged, and the right to voice, to raise up their voice and to stand up for their rights. Many accused persons, they think that when they've been brought to court, that is their end. But with the Inua Dada Mashinani program, legal aid clinic, we have sensitized them and they have known their rights. They have known that being presented to court is not the end to their life. They have a right to ask questions, they have a right to cross-examine, they have a right to statements, they have right to bonds, and this has helped them access justice, simply because Inua Dada Mashinani has come up to offer free clinical legal aid that no other person or community has offered.
Yes, we have partnered with the Inua Dada in 3 areas. The first one is a legal aid clinic in Marsabit prison, where we sensitized the prisoners on the various offenses. We looked at cases that were considered a backlog in the court, and some of them actually had raised issues that they have relatives who want to withdraw the cases against them. So that led to a few withdrawals. We also, from the legal aid clinic, we also went back and relooked at our decision to charge on some of the cases, and some of them actually ended up being withdrawn, and we therefore reduced we therefore contributed to prison decongestion. We have also assisted in Inua Dada in sensitization of the villagers in various offenses. For example, there is a community sensitization that we carried out around February this year on defilement, if I'm not wrong. We also did training for gender desk officers in Marsabit and Lesames police station, and from that I think the investigations have been better. I think the police are now well sensitized in the rights of the victims and even the accused. Because of the training that we did for the gender desk officers, there is a marked improvement in the files that we receive, especially on defilement and SGBV, because the police are now aware of what exactly they're supposed to do and what exactly we need to successfully prosecute these cases in court and get conviction or justice for the victims. And then again, through the prison visits, we continuously look at our files. If there's anything that arises, we relook at our decision to charge, and some of them end up being withdrawn because maybe circumstances have changed, evidence that was expected has not been received. So various things happen, and when we relook at our decision to charge, in some instances it is beneficial to the people who are in remand, because some of them, when they go home, it leads to prison decongestion, and that is what the prison is actually asking for on a day-to-day basis.
The impact of this office has continued to be felt.
I can say there has been impact of Haki Janguani. Since the start of the project, there has been changes in how justice has been assessed and how it has been delivered in Marsabit. There is changes. We can see a lot of cases being reported, defilement cases. They are no longer being covered. They are no longer being resolved by the community elders. They are being brought up, they are being reported, and we see these children getting justice. Those early marriages have been stopped. We have seen parents being charged for exposing their children to early marriage, for failing to protect their children. And this has helped even to stop now female genital mutilation and early child marriage. There is even the end of the women have known their rights to own land, right to inherit from their parents, right to report when they have been rights have been violated. That is gender-based violence, like when they have been assaulted, when they are going through so many things in their families, they have come out and reported, and we see this is effort, this is an impact that has been made possible by Haki Janguani, by the sensitization that has been done by Inua Dada Mashinani through radio talk show, through CUC. We have been able to reach many members of public, many communities, as far as Eleret, Dukana, Northol, Yangalani, Laisamis, Trubi, all the places in Marsabit, Inua Dada, the impact has been felt. Cases have been filed. Right to represent people has increased. People know their rights, and they can stand boldly in court, ask questions, then cross-examine and ask relevant questions to their cases. So far, we have resolved 79 cases through mediation. This is how the partnership has reduced, how our partnership between the courts and the Inua Dada Mashinani has helped us to reduce case backlog, promote ADR, support prison decongestion. When we visit the prison and when the community are sensitized, we were able to resolve 75 cases through ADR and mediation. Inua Dada Mashinani and also offered even as a space even before we started. Now, even before this project was launched, ADR was already on the ground conducting mediation and AJS. They desensitized the community and the members of public on the need to settle cases through mediation that promote a win-win situation, that promotes friendliness, that promote family harmony, that increases the well-being of the society. Because each and everyone, when you do mediation or ADR, there is a win-win situation. Both parties go home happy and you promote family ties and community ties.
Well, as specifically for Inua Dada, I think the importance is that, as you know, as an office, we are like how many? We are like, in Marsabit County, we are a total of 6 prosecutors. So and I mentioned that the county is very vast. So an organization like Inua Dada will assist us because now they are the closest to the people. So when it comes to something like sensitization, when they call us and ask us, please come and talk on ABC, and I think we get to reach more people than we will have if we asked for anyone to come to our office and we give them the information that we have. Because sometimes even with the resources, we don't have the resources to go and sensitize. So once Inua Dada organizes something like that, we are very, very happy to attend and assist in the sensitization, because many of the issues that these people have is just lack of awareness on what exactly their rights are.
Despite all the achievements, there is still room for even more involvement in the community.
Looking forward, our vision as an organization is to scale up what we have started already. We want to expand legal aid clinics to even more remote communities, and also to strengthen survivor support system and continue training justice actors on gender-sensitive case handling. We also want to institutionalize mediation so that communities can own and sustain it even beyond donor funding. And ultimately, I envision a Marsabit where no one is denied justice because of poverty, gender, or geography.
We're planning to do. We are planning to reach out to do more capacity building training. Recently, we have launched what is called our first legal education forum at Marsabit GK Prison to teach about people about the law, their rights, ways of reporting, how to correct their statement, how to become confident, how to defend themselves, what is called legal representation. We have now gone deeper, now teaching people how they can represent themselves, how they can draft themselves statements.
As I had mentioned earlier, the county is very vast, and I'm very sure there are areas that Inua Dada has not reached. So I would really like to encourage you to get to these areas, because the work that you're doing is very important. I will only just encourage the donors of Inua Dada. I know you can't do this alone, that whatever help you can give these people, I think whatever you're giving them is not enough. I think if it will be made more, so that at least they can reach these people, because as I'd said, there is a really big gap when it comes to things like legal representation. Like 90% of the people who come to court do not get any sort of representation in court. And I think if Inua Dada can look at this area and see where you can help, it will be very nice.
What I would urge the donors and other partners is to increase their support, their finance, like increasing funds to support the CUC, radio talk, radio show, road show. Even if we can do radio show, it will reach a lot of people, a lot of community members who will be sensitized and will know their rights. Also, I would request the community to embrace ADR and mediation as a way of solving disputes, because it promotes a win-win situation that promotes community ties, family ties, and create friendliness, and promotes access to justice. Because once a case has gone through mediation or access, it's resolved within a very short period, as opposed to the period that it takes from filing a case to court up to conclusion. ADR solves times, it solves cost, and it's very convenient, it's very friendly, people are free to engage, and we say it's a problem by the people for themselves. It's a solution by the people, it's a solution by the people by themselves. They resolve their cases by themselves.
What I will say to Inua Dada Mashinani is they should have more of this. They should expand their services to all of our community, because I believe there are so many young couples who are already separated, who are having issues that should have been solved through a dialogue process, through a mediation process, because Inua Dada Mashinani has a good service in terms of mediation. That is, they have a good moderator and a mediator, whereby a conversation between the two of you will be, a good case.
The journey doesn't end here. Each resolved dispute, each legal victory, each empowered voice brings us closer to justice and dignity for all.
Rakata akiya tinjelu alleen duri dhibu makana hebbay ofisnam qarqaar tokko jira ofisun dhaqa akkan qarqaaram sanillee qarqaarama kasena ayye warna qarqaare fi war kan qarqaarelle galati deebisaaf waaqi war bula warri jirutti warra eebbisin.
I want to tell them there is this ID Inua Dada movement here. They should come to this office. Na ingine iko kwa FH, ofisi ya FH ile ya kanisa Denge, ile kanisa SK huko. Waende huko, waulizane huko, watapata usaidizi, wasikufe moyo. Mungu anakusaidia tu, njia yako itakuwa wazi. Kama sasa hii kesi yangu mimi nilikuwa nafikiria sitapata, lakini nimepata njia vizuri na nimefurahi. Hata familia yangu wote tumefurahi. Hata wewe sife moyo, kuja upate usaidizi hapa.
The message that I have for couples, for young couples, and even everyone, you should not first run to court. I think there is a easy way whereby you can visit Inua Dada Mashinani. They have a good service through their mediation process, whereby it will be a dialogue between you and your spouse. And I think it is one of the best way of solving issues that is marriage issues. And personally, I'm very happy that I have reconciled with my family.
I would just like to stress and encourage the people to embrace alternative dispute resolution of conflicts. Many of the issues that we get, that we are told are criminal offenses, are actually things that could have been sorted at home. There is a underlying issue at home. So when you get a case of assault, you find it's not even an assault, it's a land dispute or something. So if they can embrace ADR, I think the court has been really vocal on the issue of alternative justice systems, and I think I will encourage that, because some of the things that we get in court are actually not criminal cases.
I have for the poor and marginalized communities of Marsabit is that we are having legal aid and mediation free at our center. Inua Dada is providing that free, and we call upon all the residents who don't have ability to access justice to come for free legal and mediation services at our center at any time, 5 days a week on working hours. They are welcome.
And our message to general public is now, we are now at the grassroots level. You can easily reach us through chiefs, youth group, women leaders at your respective locality in both Marsabit and Saku constituency. My message to the public, especially on the right of the children, where recently a young lady in Majengo location was banned by her mother through a sharp object. And such heinous crime attract life sentencing, a fine of almost 2 million above, according to the legal law of this country. We want to encourage the members of the public not to abuse your children, not to intimidate women's rights. Rape and defilement is illegal in this country, and you can always reach out to us for legal advice, for direction, so that we can help you whenever we can.
My call to the community of Marsabit, please report the case of SGBV and seek help, and also embrace alternative dispute resolution for peaceful and conflict resolution. Visit our center for free services. We offer legal aid services, legal advice, legal representation, case documentation, drafting of plea and affidavit, and also we offer mediation services. We serve poor and marginalized individuals at no cost. Come and access justice with dignity.
Inua Dada Mashinani stands as a beacon of hope, but change needs collective action. Together, we amplify voices. Together, we break barriers.